What's going on, Gemini? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the week of June 21st to the 27th, 2025. So in this reading, Gemini, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you regarding the week of the 21st to the 27th of July. So before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy and we'll see what is coming your way for the month of, the week of the 21st to the 27th of July, Gemini. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Gemini. Bam. Bam. Oh, bam. Bam. Okay, I gotta stop. Okay, interesting energy that you have going on here. Just like the Aquarius reading, you have a lot of divine protection and to move into new uncharted territories of your life that perhaps you have not been before. But in what you don't see coming, there is a meltdown coming for many of you Geminis, an absolute conniption, a meltdown, a conundrum that may have to do with control and being able to control it, but I think it has to do with someone. So we're gonna get into like why, who that is in your life, whether it's you, whether it's someone else. A complete meltdown is coming for this week, and that's in what you don't see coming. So we're gonna get to the bottom of why that is happening. In your advice, I really feel like you want to be on your best type of behavior right now, in terms of productivity and working as hard as you can, and also developing your own philosophy in life, because that's what's going to get you through this. So I'm basically processing it in my head right now. But before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards. And these energies contain the frequency energy, what you need more of. The frequency the spirit wants you to embody and connect with. And the first one is Capricorn, the boss. Okay, so some of you may actually have a Capricorn entering into your life. That may be what this meltdown is about for some of you in what you don't see coming. But the Capricorn energy is all about that success, right? It's all about money, building, working hard, maintaining this good spotless reputation, if you will. And Capricorn is all about, being out there in the world in the 10th house. And so getting out there, I think, is really big for you. And you also have the 9th house of learning and faith. This also has to do with long distance travel. Some of you have this ability, if you want to get up and get out, there is this energy of traveling. I think a trip might completely change your trajectory in ways that you don't see coming. But you also have the 9th house of developing your own philosophy about life, and even things like government, higher institutions, and connecting with those things in a Capricornian way. So for some of you, there could be some sort of new official work that you're doing, service to those types of official societal things. You also have the sixth house of work and routine. For me, that's all about Virgo, providing service to other people, and also your own health routine and developing daily routines would be a really good idea for you from the 21st to the 27th. And even I just get like this 9th house and 6th house, like there's an opportunity to segment learning, like reading half an hour a day every day would help you more than just cramming or like doing it when you feel like it. I do feel like that Capricorn energy is kind of talking about more so a stability, like working hard even if you don't want to, I think would benefit you a lot. And So really interesting energy that you have. So let's break it down. So your opportunity for the 21st to the 27th is the Hermit card. And the Hermit card is a Virgo energy. You also have that 6th house. But the Hermit card is really about going within. I feel like there's a big decision coming up, a burden, whether or not you're going to release this. For some of you with that Virgo and the Hermit and the 10 of Wands is your challenge. I can't even speak right now for many reasons, but I'm trying, and I am doing. But the 10 of Wands is your challenge. So there's clearly some sort of release. I feel like it has to do with this Tower. I feel like there's something in what you don't see coming that is going to shake up even your own philosophy about life, and it's going to make you more serious, though. Here's the thing. Your opportunity being the Hermit card is to, like, take whatever falls apart this week and use it to go forward with divine protection, knowing that you are going to get a piece of this pie as well if you want, in whatever way that you want. Because there is this feeling of, like, for many of you Geminis will feel like there could be the idea of a missed opportunity, but from a higher level, though, it was never a missed opportunity. It was something to just get you off your butt and moving. So for some of you, I am predicting a little bit of a sting, a little bit of a poke. You may be getting poked by the universe in the form of, like, some sort of foundational meltdown that can be about someone else being in control. Like, you not realize, something about that, the Emperor and the Tower. We're gonna show you. I'm gonna show you in a minute. I should just say we, because this is not just one person giving you a reading. Now, Looney Bin, where you at? I'll egg you in the face. This is bad. No, it's not. So, yeah, because there's a feeling in your advice, Gemini. There's a feeling of, like, you don't want to be left out in the cold on this one, whatever it is. And there's something that you're going to have to do in order to make that happen. Now, when I say left out of the cold, I'm not talking about any specific person. I'm not talking about petty jealousy of one individual. I'm talking about there's a cascade of events that are basically, it's like a star link that's, like, hovering over you. That's really part of your destiny. But because of, for some of you, certain things that just have to rearrange, it's almost like you hear the gun and, like, bang, and it's like go time. You have to go. So I'm doing my best to translate the energy. It will get more clear as we go on. So in your overall general energy, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot, and also the 6 of Pentacles here. So this is really earthy, grounded, work hard. You have divine protection to work really hard, start something new. There could be a new relationship coming into your life that is very divinely protected, inspiring. Some of you could be getting a new car. There's something about a vehicle from the 21st to the 27th you got to watch out for. Some of your angels are in a vehicle right next to you. You don't even know what it is. You think it's some person. It's not. It is something for you. So, some of you may be traveling. There's also this idea of give and take. This is also that 6th house of daily routine. I really think a lot of you are just going to be in the swing of things, working really hard with divine protection. And as soon as you do that, because for some of you, the thing is this. Here's how you're going to feel. Wow, I just completely bossed up. I dedicated my energy to get into the position that I'm in. And once it starts going great, bam, you run into a wall of karma, or something happens that shows you and reflects to you that this is not all there is for me. I have to be doing something else, because when I see this happen around me in the form of a person or something in your life is going to trigger the living hell out of you, basically, and basically put you into a position where you are now in a burden where you weren't before. Let me give you that's a pretty crappy, crude example. Let's just say you're in a place and it's all going great until you see something come into that place that opens up a new option that you're just like, that should be. So let's just see. In what you don't see coming of the 3 of Wands, the Tower, and also the Emperor, I do feel like there's a certain element of the 21st to the 27th where it's like, do we have free will? Duh, we have free will. Do we have free will? Yes, but kind of no. is how you probably will be feeling. Now, that's not to say that you're not meant to exercise your free will. Like even me, I got French nails that are black and gold. That's called free will. But perhaps I was always meant to go to the nail salon that day, but I get to choose. Why do I seem crazy right now? I don't know. I think a lot of people think I'm crazy because of what I'm doing, and it is crazy. I'm hot, but I'm crazy. But anyway, this is what you're going to be feeling. You know, you could, I don't know, Gemini, the Three of Wands, this could have been a moment that you've been waiting for, you know, just waiting for something, or the universe has been waiting for something to blow up around you. This can be, unfortunately, the ending of a certain cornerstone of control in your reality that you no longer have, that now puts a burden on you to pivot and to change ever so slightly for some of you, because some of you are going to have, like, when it comes to serving other people, when it comes to the 9th house of your own philosophy about life, it could severely change because of one event that happens, and probably in the way that you least expect. And for some of you, it could have to do with like someone else getting the shine. You know, you do have the Emperor and the Tower. Like, I mean, this last week, there's been a lot of people. Chat, is this real? Your challenge is, excuse me, your challenge is the 10 of Wands. And that's some sort of release. You know, there's a challenge to release something, but you may be reluctant to do so or not know how to navigate. It is completely natural to not know what exactly to do in the times that we're living in now. It's natural. So I want to take a little bit of pressure off you. And I want to say that there's something about you. Why is this giving me? Someone may have worked extremely hard to get into the position that they are in to trigger you. Now, for some of you, this is vice versa. You could be the one doing the triggering. Don't get me wrong. A lot of you Geminis, you're the one doing the triggering. But for many of you, it's someone that worked really hard to trigger you that just basically puts you in this position where you're like, okay, if that happened to them and I know them or this is happening, I can also do that too. So anything having to do with this foundation blowing up, leaving your life, it could be a person, it could be something that allows you to work where you're working, like whatever this is, like you want to make it help you to become better and not bitter, because there is like the danger of you acting out like in a really negative way that costs you burdens down the road. So you want to do this I'm hearing in my head you want to do this the noble way. Because look what happens when you don't do it the noble way with the autistic mystic. When you don't do it the noble way with me, I mean, I can just exist there. Not even comfortably, but I will. So what I'm saying, but now I sound like I don't want to channel that. Please exit me. That's a weird energy. So in what you don't see coming, and maybe this is what I'm channeling, right? But you have the Seven of Swords, the Star, and also the Magician. Sometimes I want to just chill and live, but I'm the protector of the emeralds and gems. Sorry about that, Gemini, but I just have to say, in your advice, there could be a potential that is kind of like ticking. Like there's a certain potential timeline in your life that you need to act on. You need to work really hard for it. But the Seven of Swords to the Star here, that can be a certain level of creeping, like stuff that you don't want. Now, one of the pieces of advice, I know I'm not really being clear right now, but the Seven of, let's clear the channel. The Seven of Swords is all about someone stealing swords from a camp so that they cannot be used against them. And that may be a definition that is applicable to you because this is in your advice. So there could be some sort of, I get it, like the way that my brain is translating it, and please use your imagination, is that something really bad could happen to you that from a higher level is not bad, that then makes you angry and work really hard and actually provide genuine service. Because you want to find your purpose, what are you meant to do, what pisses you off about the world. But for some of you, there's also this thing where someone around you blows up or something happens that makes you be like, oh, maybe I should have treated this person better, or maybe I want what they have, or maybe I can have the same things that they have if I work hard too. So for some of you, there's like this triggering moment related to an emperor type figure that's like a little bit karmic, that can either make you into someone who's rotten, or it can make you into the best version of yourself. That's really what I get here. Now, for some of you, your opportunity is to think very deeply about this whole situation. There's some sort of like karma releasing of relationships that I want to say is happening here. So let's go ahead and clarify this reading. Let's clarify why that 10 of Wands. Why is there a bird in here? The number 10 is a complete ending. So there could be an ending with a really key emperor type figure in your life. But for some of you, this is about like the emergence of something else, and then you all being like, is this real? Shut up. So you have the Magician and the 4 of Swords when it comes to the 10 of Wands. So this has to do with like potential. The Magician has to do with trickery energy. You also have this in your piece of advice. This has to do with being the avatar, mastering all 4 elements, having all potential on the table. It also could have to do with a little bit of trickery and a little bit of that type of energy as well. And because it's in your challenge, you could feel a little bit tricked, or you could feel like someone, I don't know. You also have this Queen of Swords here when it comes to this. So I actually get that. Like, I don't know. There's something here about I'm not even going to call it a missed opportunity. I'm going to say like that someone like came up to you in a psychic fair years ago and told you you're going to be this thing. And then like you didn't even try to be that thing, and then now you're just seeing someone being that exact thing, and that could be triggering. But for some of you, this has to do with a much more personal level, and you really need to apply this to your own situation, but I do think it's very important for all of you. There could have been someone that you called arrogant in the past, or there could have been someone that you were just like their way, like they could have been, their confidence could have triggered you. And now that their confidence is actually like manifesting in a positive way, it's kind of like, I told you so. I told you. Don't act like I never told you is kind of the frequency that I'm getting. So if that's the case and you're on the end of a frequency where it's like, don't act like I never told you, I think that you're going to join them in this frequency. I don't think it has to be a bad thing at all. I just think it's like a shock. It's like, wow, like, okay, they are for real. Like something to do with that. And you're going to have to work through what it means now that this tower has happened. Now whatever has happened to like let you know this about a key corner figure in your life or your own control. Some of you, if this is not about a person, this is about like the whole structure of society, and like being like, damn, okay, I have a certain level of control in this, but maybe not as like, so I don't know. I mean, I just want to say so much, but I'm not, because I love you. And I can't. Let's clarify the Chariot here. Why is the Chariot card in your overall general energy? Ten of Cups. Wow. 10 of Cups, King of Cups, 8 of Wands, Gemini, when it comes to your overall general energy. For a lot of you, once again, there could be one relationship leaving and another one coming in very quickly. This can feel like a homecoming. I did get that song, Homecoming, in your life. So I feel like this is a very happy energy where there's a lot of divine protection to very quickly move into some sort of happy state. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces male. Doesn't have to be. And but why then so maybe for some of you this is a great tower. Why is the tower here and what you don't see coming? So okay, a lot of spiritual energy, choices in love. Yeah, I feel like this has to do with love choice. I feel like it's like as you're pulling away from someone, Some of you are like seeing the life path potentials that they're going to go on, and you're just like, but for some of you, there's something new that comes in and kind of opens up though as well. You have the Hermit, which is your opportunity, and then you have the Temperance cards. Could have to do with Sagittarius energy, not for all of you. The Lover's card as well, the Three of Pentacles, and the Death card. I just feel like there's a lot of rearranging energy in your life. Something that you never thought would happen is probably happening, especially in relationships. You do have the Strength card. There could be something that's kind of like I don't know. This reading is kind of giving how to win at a lose-lose situation. Not saying that there has to be a lose-lose, but in the past, you know, that I feel like you're winning at a lose-lose situation, or you're watching someone do that, and it's just kind of like, what? You Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords. So yeah, there is a little bit of that like questioning, fiery energy in the air here, Gemini, with this reading. Why is the Emperor here in what you don't see coming? The Emperor is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this could be a feeling of like lack of control to do with your work right now. You know, like something that you've been investing in kind of falling apart, but making room for something better, especially in the form of a relationship for some of you, a business relationship. For others of you, there definitely is that feeling though of like, don't act like I never told you about this. Some of you Geminis have a figure in your life that by the end of July, they're going to be like, hey, I kind of told you about this, and you kind of looked at me like I was crazy. And you may have enough things going on to be like, okay, well, they're not crazy, but I can't be with them anymore, so like let's figure something out. But there is a win-win, it seems to me. Let's clarify why the Star card is here in your advice. Look, I'm in a completely different zone. I'm in like a zone where it's just insane, so I'm not really the Star card is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is okay. Yeah, you could be feeling triggered. I do think for some of you Gemini ladies out there, there's something about like you being triggered by someone that you were with now being with someone else, but then you also being like good with it because of what's happening with you. So there could be a win-win, but like there's just that you could also just getting a mind-blowing offer. For a lot of you Geminis out there, I have multiple storylines. Like some of you are just getting a mind-blowing offer that is undeniable, but that may come with some sort of strings attached, and it may also whatever mind-blowing offer that you're getting, I feel like someone that you're close to is also gonna get, and it's just kind of like this kitchen, okay. This ain't the same without you. Okay, it's just like this very traumatic ending of your life that's just like, once again,